thank you very much. I come here every year for the free meal. And then there's the company I keep and have been keeping me aware of what is happening to each of you, who many are beginning to write, beginning to be published, may be published, but we're all in the same boat. When we take up a blank piece of paper, we're equal. Every blank piece of paper that we want to make a difference on makes us equal. So please don't be intimidated by some of the names that have come up here and the successes and the uniqueness of their personalities, because you can be a jerk too. And be a writer. You can be a mother. Well, who knows what your life story is all about, but write about the hot bits, because that's what we want to read. And of course, it makes us part of the human condition, that when we have a story to tell, and we are hungry for stories, we want to tell a story that not only have we lived, but we will only begin to understand it as we write it. Often you will hear many writers who write deeply about their situation, they'll say, I don't know until I write it. And I want you to have that kind of fresh experience, which was talked about how important it is to do it differently, uniquely, find an angle, pitch it, note that all you're doing is touching the human condition. And the simplest stories, boldly told, are as adventurous as those that tell you, I have just climbed Mount Everest. You know, we now know in our life, and I'm 75, so I can say this, I've almost died a few times. You can read about it in Not Yet, and you have to buy the book to find out if I survive. All right? No, it's true. You don't know until you read to the end. Because some of my family members are wondering as I'm kind of aging happily. The point I want to make, though, is that you all contribute. And you know, you're most important as a writer when you are a reader. Because when you read and you say to yourself, this is a good book, and you get enchanted and you lose yourself in it, you know how you like to be. Lost in that world, within the first paragraph, the first page, the narrative voice takes over, you forget you're reading words. This is what you've come to discover. What is your voice? What is your narrative voice? Write like no one else has ever written. Write like yourself. To do so, you need to be true to yourself, and that's a trick. When you're true to yourself, you have to like the parts you don't like, and you have to be compassionate to the parts that you know make you stink to high heaven. And then you have to forgive yourself for simply being who you are, often doing the best you can. That's all writers do. They take a pen, they take a typewriter, they take a computer, and they tap away, and they think, maybe if I finish this, I will discover I am not alone. But we don't always write consciously from a sense of loneliness. We write from what E.M. Forster said, in one sense. We write because we want to just connect. And connection was mentioned today because it means that we aren't alone. Well, lately I have, at 75, I have to just be frank about this. People are mortal, and some of my friends have died or are going through a process, and every other day I'm going, oh, I'm still awake. So it's okay, but another day. And the amazing thing is, every moment is another day. And if you're aware of that, you can make that moment something other people can treasure, can acknowledge and understand, can struggle through, and realize that when you decide to write, you are deciding to join the human condition. Don't hesitate, please, to write what is true and scary and frightening, because when you do so, we who are frightened and scared and haunted by mortality remember that we're still here and we can still connect and we can belong. I love this group that has been so wonderful to me to ask me to come and get the free meal. It was really good this time. Because I think what it means is that we matter. We matter when we want to write something that would matter to someone else. And whether it's a poem or a sonnet or a fragment of a sentence that haunts you, that causes you to go back to that page and work on something, you don't even know if it's worthwhile. And often when we write, we just, oh my God, I don't know if I should show this to anyone. Show it. Expose yourself. Join those of us who said, I want you to read something I have written because I want to belong. So with that in mind, I'm not surprised that so many of you showed up here. And with those who might be thought of as professionals, as among some of the best writers and editors sitting here, you can't lose. Anyway, you can always publish yourself and read yourself over and over again. You have a fan forever. With that in mind, I'd like to say that you make me a fan of a community that's worth belonging to. And that is those of you who say, I'm trying my best, I'm writing the next sentence, I'm going to show it. Please show it. You're naked anyways. Why not see that's what they're worried about. And then enjoy. Have the life that is worth writing about because you were not afraid to confront the parts you thought you could never survive. You know what? You're here. I'm here. And I can't ask for better company. Thank you very much.